morning, everyone. Today I'm going to the Women's March on Denver, and there's a really big one going on in Washington, which I'm really excited about. But we're just going to go to the small one in Denver, and one of my teachers is going, so you might see her, as well as one of my Druidon friends is going as well. So I might be able to meet and say hi to both of them, which I'm really excited about. I don't know if we're actually going to be marching or if we're just going to be kind of protesting, because I've been to a semi-protest before. It wasn't really a protest, it was more of a candlelight vigil slash remembrance thingy for Michael Brown. That's what we've gone to before, but I've never gone to something more fully fledged like the Women's March on Denver. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what it actually is like. So the march is kind of ending, and we're here at the rally to talk to a couple of the people that came here and ask them why they thought it was important to come here and highlight some of our favorite signs that are here. And yeah, I'm just super excited to see why different people come here, because different people have a lot of different reasons to be here today. So I want to see a lot of them. I think it's a really important thing that you got to come out here and do this, so I just wanted to thank you really quickly for actually coming out and doing this.
Thank you.
So first of all, what is your reason for coming out to this march?
My reason for coming out is kind of summed up in this poster. This is Kamala Khan, and she is a teenage Pakistani American. She's also Muslim, and she is punching fascism in the face. And that's how I feel about life right now. So I'm here trying to back up all these beautiful people and all these beautiful causes for a better world.
Have you been to any other rally? Obviously not like this one, because this one's one of the biggest, but have you been to any other seeing similar?
I have. I went to the Rally to Restore Sanity that Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart put on many years ago. It was a little sillier and less serious, but a lot of fun, and still advocating the same causes as we are so many years later now.
So thank you so much for coming here and for taking a couple minutes to be interviewed.
Thank you, girl.
So first of all, I just want to thank you for coming here, because it's such an important thing to do, and I wanted to thank you for coming out and doing something so important.
Thank you. I mean, you're out here too, honey. Together we'll make a difference.
Hey. So what's your reason for coming out here? Lots of people have different reasons, so I wanted to know yours.
So I am actually the child of refugee parents. My parents fled the war in Afghanistan. So not only being the child of refugees, I also grew up in an Islamic household. And on top of that, I'm a woman, and I'm a woman who actually advocates for sexual abuse. So to have our president-elect kind of contradict everything I stand for, I just felt like it was important to be present and be active. And it's not just today. I hope this continues on day after day for the next 4 years, because we got a mission to handle.
So have you ever rallied for something else before?
I have rallied quite a bit, actually. Quite the little advocate. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's a great way to meet like-minded people, and at the end of the day, it's very impactful in the community to just get out and show them what you mean, you know?
Yeah. So thank you so much again for coming here. It's super amazing, and I'm really glad you're out here making a difference, as well as thank you for taking a couple minutes to answer some questions.
That's no problem at all. I'm gonna need a hug from you though, because you're the cutest thing I've ever seen.
So I just think it's a really important thing that you're here, so I wanted to thank you really quickly for coming out and doing something that's important.
Thank you. This is incredibly important, and we hope that we know this is going to make a difference for the future.
So what is your reason for coming out to this rally?
My reason is because I think that we need to care for the environment for the future and for women's rights and for our children.
Have you ever been to something like this before? Obviously not this, because this is really huge, but have you been to another rally similar to this?
This is actually my first march, so.
It's mine too. But yet again, thank you for coming out here. It was super important, and thank you for taking a couple seconds to be interviewed.
Thank you.
Okay, so I've been here around an hour now, just hanging out, and I've never been at something this big before, but I think it's a really cool first time, and I'm really glad to be here. And I didn't really have time to put face paint or a sign on or anything, but yeah, I've never been to something this big before, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I'm feeling about, obviously not halfway through because this is going to last a long time, but about being here for around an hour. And it's just like absolutely crazy. I'm really, really glad to be here. There's so many great signs and so many people, and people are here for like a ton of different reasons too, which is really cool. I've been asking a few people questions, and like all of them have had different reasons to come out. Like some people are coming out here for protecting the environment, and some people are coming out here for women's rights, and some people are coming out here for just like so many different reasons to be here, and that just makes it like so big and so exciting. And I actually have like a couple friends here, but I have like no clue where they are just because there's so many people here it seems impossible to find them. But yeah, it's just really, really cool, and I'm very, very excited to be here, and I think it's one of the most important places I'll be during my life. Okay, I actually really wanted to take a picture with this sign, but the person was actually leaving, so she just ended up handing me the sign, which is really cool. So I literally like 2 minutes ago just said that I wanted a sign, and now I have one. Yay! So first of all, I just really wanted to thank you for coming out here. It's one of the most important things that you can do. So I just wanted to thank you for coming out and advocating for women's rights.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to see you here too. There's so many people here today.
So what's your reason for coming out to the rallies? People have so many different reasons, so I want to know yours.
Women's rights is human's rights, and I just want the next administration to know that women are here and we have something to say.
So have you ever been to a rally like this before?
I haven't. Nope.
It's my first time too, but I just wanted to thank you again for coming out and doing something so important, as well as for answering a couple questions.
Sure, no problem. Thanks for coming.
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank you guys for coming out. I think it's really, really important that you guys came out here and did something for the Women's March. So I just wanted to thank you guys really quickly. But first of all, what is you guys' reasons for coming out here to the march?
Oh, God, there's so many reasons. One, just to be united with other women and other people, against, not against, but for, women's rights, everyone's rights, peace,
yes.
environment,
Right.
I mean, you name it.
All of the things that are threatened by the new administration. We're here to march for that.
So have you guys ever been to something like this before? Something like a big rally?
During the Vietnam War, 50 years ago, and less than 50 years ago, during that whole time, we marched at universities or marched different places.
So yet again, I just want to thank you guys so much for coming out here. I think it's a really, really important thing to do, as well as I want to thank you guys for taking a couple minutes to be interviewed.
Sure. We're glad to have you here.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are kids as well.
Okay, so first of all, I just wanted to thank you for coming out here. It's a really important issue, and I'm just really glad that there are people out here activating for women's rights and stuff like that.
I agree, and thank you for being out here. I'd love to see all the support out here. I heard there's 100,000 people out here, so that's awesome.
Yeah, there's so many people. But first of all, what is you guys' reasons for being out here at the rally? Lots of people have different ones.
Human rights, basically. We all should be treated equal. That's what we stand for.
And have you ever been to anything like this, anything this big before?
No, this would be our first time.
It's my first time too. But yet again, I just wanted to thank you for coming out here. It's a super important thing to do, and I also want to thank you guys for taking a couple minutes to be interviewed.
Thank you. You guys have
so first of all, I want to thank you guys so much for coming out here. It's a really, really important thing to do, and I just want to thank you guys so much for the hat, as well as coming out and advocating for such an important reason.
Welcome. Well, you're welcome. Thank you.
Sorry, go ahead.
We look forward to you growing up and continuing your activism.
Thank you. So what are you guys' reasons for coming out here? Lots of people have different reasons, and I want to know yours.
I am here because I'm a woman, and I am here for everybody who is being bullied and trampled upon, whether they're a woman or not.
Women's rights, people's rights, the environment. I think everything right now is going downhill, and we need to make a stand and show that we're unified together and we're not going to put up with it, and we can make a difference.
I'm here because I can be here, and for all the women who came before me, who fought long and hard for us to be able to stand up and vote and make our voices heard. and all the women who are, and people who are at home and maybe sick or can't move their legs or just can't get out. I'm trying to speak for more than just myself.
So have you guys ever been to a rally like this?
Yes. Yes, back in 2011. I was trying to I think it was about 2011 or 2012. Right here in Civic Center Park, it was the March for the War on Women. Or March Against the War on Women, that's what it was called. It was kind of yes, March Against the War on Women.
This is my first march. Yes.
I haven't been to a march before, but I did come down here to help protest many years ago when they were trying to make English the official language here in Colorado. Because I'm a teacher, I was very much against that, and so this is my second activism like this.
Thank you guys so much for coming out here and supporting such an amazing cause, as well as thank you guys so much for taking a couple minutes to be interviewed.
Thank you for your time.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the first time that I got given that I just talked about, but I did get an LGBT Lives Matter and a Love is Love poster, which I'm really excited about. But I also want to leave one of my posters here for people to take, and hopefully leaving this here can keep the activism going on for just a little bit longer, because I want this to last as long as possible. I want people to be rallying. Wind. I want people to be rallying here for a really long time, and hopefully someone will pick up the sign and take it, and I'll keep this line of signs going. But yeah, this was such an amazing experience. Actually, we're on our way to head out, but I'm going to keep the Let's Love poster just so that I have a memento of what I did here. And yeah, this is just such an amazing thing, and I'm so glad to be able to have come out and do this. And a huge thank you to everyone who's come out here to support women's rights. And hopefully we can keep our spirit going for just a little bit longer, and we can last in our current world, which is starting to go a bit downhill, and hopefully we can last and start moving upwards again.